set. Runners centre on their way from the 800 metre marker. Towards the inside, Oratorino's right there. Two Wooers got the red cappers on the left-hand side. VAL LA REE is showing good early pace with the noseband. Tune of Angels is just off them. Jenny Denny is towards the right-hand side. Then comes Seattle Grace, just gorgeous, a couple of lengths off them with Fashion Scoop. Tombola towards the inside. As they come down with just over inside the 400 metre marker. And VAL LA REE moves up now. Two Woos on the inside. Tombola's further back. Neva River. And then comes Fashion Scoop. But VAL LA REE has hit the front over the last 100 metres and running strongly as VAL LA REE. And VAL LA REE's going on to win it. Second place will go to Two Woo. Tombola ran third. Jenny Denny ran fourth. Number 13, VAL LA REE. Doug Campbell, I saw a couple of the owners just before the first race with Doug. And they were expecting a nice run from number 13, VAL LA REE. And VAL LA REE goes on to record the win here. This the VAR, Dennis Schwartz. And he's certainly a man in form. And this for the Doug Campbell yard. Two Woo runs second. That's number 10. Third, Tombola. Fourth, Jenny Denny, who gave a bit of problems on the way to the gate and very green. Then Tune of Angels, Oratorino next best. And they were followed by Neva River. Then came Seattle Grace. And further back, Irish Beauty. So your winner, VAL LA REE, comes good here. Under the hands, Two Wooers towards the inside. But VAL LA REE looked the one to beat, getting to the last 200 metres and goes on to score. That is the running of the first race. The tote favourite was number 5. Jenny Denny ends up the tote favourite, and number 13 ends up paying $16.60 and $3.90. That's the running of the first race. Next up, race number 2. Back to the studio.
Well, it's a nice debut win by VAL LA REE from the Doug Campbell stable, and this forms part of the Bloodstock South Africa Value Added Bonus Series. So we've got some bonus checks to hand out as well. But well done to the guys here, and this filly has certainly come through to win very, very well. And Doug, you mentioned in the official race car that she's been here to gallop, but you weren't expecting much. Was she that green in the gallop?
Sure, she ran right across the whole course. Dennis came and galloped her last Sunday here, and because she'd been showing us good work at home.
Yes.
And when we galloped her here, as soon as she got by the grandstand, she shied away from the grandstand and finished from the outside right through the inside, knocked over the dolls, and the bit came right through the horse's mouth. So we changed it a bit. So we knew she could run, but we weren't all that confident.
Well, she certainly kept a straight course this afternoon.
She did. No, she's a lovely filly, and I'm really thrilled for Sir George Albu and Logan Naidu, that new partner. And Pat Robinson couldn't make it. I know he's watching. He's at Salt Rock. Pat, well done. And I'm really pleased for Sir George. He's called us after his late wife, VAL LA REE.
Before you leave us, I looked up a pedigree quickly. You know a bit of the family, and although the dams didn't win, there were a whole lot of sprinters from this family.
There's a half-brother who's won 6 races in Hong Kong.
Yes.
So a lot of potential here, I think.
Anything else from your side later on?
I'm hoping Argyle Bay is coming to his better distance in the 5th race. I think he could run to a place. And Regal River, I think, he'll be running on in the last, also for trifectas and quartets.
Well, those seconds are going away, Doug. They're over.
Thank goodness. Christmas is coming.
Well done. Well done.
And I wish a happy Christmas to all my friends and patrons. Thank you very much.
Now, before you leave, Doug, let me hand this over. Before I forget, that is the Bloodstock South Africa Bonus Series. That's your check, Doug. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Let's get the jockey in next before we chat to Sir George. Dennis, tell us about that gallop. You were in that gallop. What happened?
In the gallop, she jumped away quite nicely and got a bit green. And the bit came through her mouth and caused her to run to the right off against the other horse.
Yes.
But the gallop was quite good. She still kept on going all the way till the line, and I thought it was a good gallop.
It's amazing how a run at the course can bring these horses, especially these young horses, on.
Yes, Mr. Campbell, well done to Mr. Campbell. He said we're going to put a ring bit onto her, and it certainly helped her today. Big thanks to him for all the support he's giving me, and well done to the owners and the academy.
Victory was never in doubt. You had the race on up at the 400?
Yes, once I asked her, she quickened. She was still green, changing her legs and all that, but she won with great merit.
It's been a wonderful season for you thus far, hasn't it?
Yes, I just got back from an injury in the season, and yeah, it's going well for me, and I enjoy and appreciate all the opportunities I get.
Now, before you leave us, tell us about anything else you like later on this afternoon.
In the next race, I've talked to the stars. Is a good horse, and if he comes back to his best, I'm sure he will run close. And in the third, I also got a ride for Mr. Hill, final assembly, who ran third, first time out against Moonshadow, and I like him also.
How many winners now, young man?
This is my 42nd winner, and yeah.
Well, it's getting closer to 50. All the best here. Nice ride, Dennis. And before you leave, let's give you your bonus. Yes, that is the one for the jockey. Well done to you.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
Lovely. Let's get George in. Let's get Mr. Naidu in as well. Come to Sir George.
Thank you, thank you.
Wonderful start to this filly's career.
Well, I mean, the minute I saw her at the sales, at the Bloodstock sales in Durban, the minute I set eyes on her, I thought, no, this is, she was very small, little black filly, and she, as Doug said, she's named after my wife, which is a lot to me.
Yes.
And I think she's got a lot of running in her.
Looks that way.
Yeah.
Were you at the gallop?
No, I wasn't, unfortunately.
But you got the news that she was all over the place.
Oh, yes, I did. And I was a bit worried, I must tell you. But, she's got the breeding, and there we go.
Well, I just wish you all the best, especially with so much of sentiment involved with the filly. And hopefully she goes from strength to strength for you.
Thank you very much.
And as always, Sir George, nice catching up.
Thank you so much.
Naidu, well done.
Thank you very much.
Nice start to your career with this filly.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to say thank you to Doug for giving me a share in the horse. And to the partners, well done. Thank you very much.
Well, they say Christmas has come early.
Yeah, it does, It does.
Well, guys, I'm going to hand you the added stakes bonus. That's for the owners, and well done to the guys. That's the added stakes bonus. And then we got one for the winning breeder. So, George, if you can handle that and give it to Doug, I'll appreciate it. That's for the breeder. Maybe you can get that to the breeder. Thank you, Sir George. Okay. And then the winning groom is Imdaduzi Zuma. Imdaduzi, well done, my man. You've done an outstanding job. Well done. Jabula. Lovely, my man. So that is the presentation here for the Bloodstock South Africa Added Stakes Series. And this filly has certainly made a smart start to a career. Let's get it all. VAL LA REE, here's her name. And if you caught this quartet, the numbers you would need were 13, 10, 11, and 5. Up next will be the start of the place accumulator. That's at 12, 35, 25 to 1.